Hi guys. All right, we're continuing on in our surface area and volume solids packet. We are on page 5. So on page 5 today, we're going to find the surface area given the formulas. Okay, so what is a surface area? The surface area is the area of all your faces added together. So it's the sum of the area of your faces. And depending on the shape, there's different formulas for each one. So the first one we're going to start off, we're going to talk about the surface area of a prism. Okay, so for any prism, you take 2 times the area of the base. That's what that is right there, A sub B, that's the area of the base, plus the perimeter of a base times the height of the solid. Okay, so I'll walk you through it because I know it's tricky, and then I'll let you practice some. So here's our formula. Surface area equals 2 times the area of the base plus the perimeter of the base times the height. Okay, so we need to find the area of the base. So area of the base is, if I think about the base, it would be down here, right? It'd be this rectangle right down here. Well, that's the same as this rectangle on the top, right? And it's a rectangle, so the way to find the area of a rectangle is I just do length times width. So that would just be 5 times 10. So that'll be 5 times 10 right there. Okay. Then I need the perimeter of that same base. Remember how to do perimeter? Well, you add up the sides. Now, just of this purple side right here, I got to add up all its sides. Well, that's 10, which means this would be 10. If that's 5, this would be 5. So now what I have to do is add up 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5, right? So perimeter of my base would be 10 plus 5 plus 10 plus 5 times the height, which is this height right here on the side. So that's 3. I'm going to just work this all out, plug it in my calculator, right? So that's what, 130 times 3. So my answer should be 190. Since this is area, it's still inches squared. Okay, so it's still going to be inches squared. For B, let me give you a hint. This side right here is equal to 3. Okay, since this is 4, this is 4, this is the base. Sometimes it's hard to see it because it's on its side. So that's the base. So that's what you're going to find the area of and the perimeter of for those parts, right? Where it says area of base and perimeter of base. That's the base that we're talking about, which means that this number 6 right here is actually the height. You know, it doesn't look that way. It's because this prism is laying on its side. Okay, so you would really flip it up, and then that would be the base and the height. Okay, so that's how you want to do total surface area for prisms. Same thing with C. This is 17, right? And this is the height, okay? And then you might want to check the answer key to find the area of that base. Okay, so that's our formula. You don't have to memorize it. You just have to be able to look back and find it and use that formula for surface area of a prism. All right, so let's go on to page 6. And what about if it was a cylinder? What's the formula? Well, it's a little different. So here's our formula for a cylinder. Surface area equals 2 times pi times radius squared plus 2 times pi times r times h. So it's a lot of numbers, right? But if you just follow the formulas and plug stuff in, you're going to be fine. So let me walk you through it. In this picture, this right here is from the circle. It's halfway across. So that 12 is your radius. This here is the height. Again, this one's on its side. Okay, so when I go to do my formula, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h, let's plug in what we know. 2, we know pi is 3.14. The radius we said was right here. It was 12 feet squared. 2 times 3.14, again, that's the radius, but then the height was 6. Okay, so now we're going to work all this out, and this I definitely need a calculator for with all those decimals. So that gives me 904.32, and then here I got 452, and now I have to add those together. I'm going to get 1356.48. Again, because this is area, I have to square it. And that's my answer. Okay? So again, it's just following the formula, plugging stuff in. Be really careful on this next problem because that 8 inches is going all the way across. But remember, we only want halfway across. So I just want this part for the radius. That radius is going to be 4 because it's half of 8. And then this is your height. Okay? And then C, again, same thing. D, notice it's a it's not a hemisphere, it's half of a cylinder. So make sure at the end you divide by 2 because it's half a cylinder. Okay. All right, and that's it for today. So those are pages 5 and 6. You're going to finish those, check your answers, and submit them online. Good luck.